America, which is said to be the geography of joy. America, where the people believe that the world's happiest people live. America is the culture of friendly people who are always smiling. America, a country that plays an important role in the world. Today we are going to tell you the biggest lies on America. Most people think that Christopher Columbus was the first to cross the Atlantic, reaching America in 1492. However, Vikings made it 500 years before Columbus, and some historian thinks other brave sailors did too. Most of these early contestants in the transatlantic race sailed further north than Columbus. The weather is colder and stormier here, but the journey is shorter, and they could stop off at islands such as Iceland and Greenland on the way. The bones of a man who lived 9,000 years ago were unearthed in Kennewick, Washington, on the banks of Columbia River. No one knows where Kennewick Man came from, but a reconstruction of his face revealed that he looked more like modern-day Europeans than Native Americans. Was he the first to cross Atlantic Ocean? Here are the contestants in the transatlantic race, set out in the order they are thought to have arrived in. While there is decisive evidence that the Vikings, for instance, did cross the Atlantic, some stories are probably little more than myths. First theory is based on prehistoric French. Similarities in stone tools and DNA suggest that French cavemen crossed the Atlantic more than 15,000 years ago. They may have traveled in canoes along the edge of Arctic ice sheet. Second theory, ancient Jews. 2,000 years old stone dug up at Bat Creek, Tennessee, has written on it that could be Hebrew. Some says this shows Jews reached North Atlantic thousands of years ago. Third story, ancient Roman. Roman ceramic was found near Mexico City. Mexico and Roman coins have been unearthed in Indiana and Ohio. The artifacts were most likely brought to America long after ancient Roman times. Fourth theory, Irish saint. Documents from the ninth century claim that Irish saint Brandon crossed the Atlantic in 5th century in a leather boat. A replica boat built in 1977 proved it was possible. Fifth theory is based on a mysterious map. Mysterious map was discovered in 1957 that appeared to date from the 15th century. It shows a land across the Atlantic called Vinland and details how it was visited in 11th century by Vikings. Many experts say that map is a fake. Archaeologists have, however, found remainings of Vikings settlement in Newfoundland, Canada, which shows they definitely reached North America in the 10th century. Sixth theory, Viking Vinland. Viking saga told how Leif Erikson reached a land he called Vinland. Archaeological evidence in Newfoundland, Canada shows Vikings did cross the Atlantic Ocean. Seventh theory is based on a German explorer. In 1473, a German sea captain called Dietrich Panning was sent by the Danish king to lead an expedition to discover a north route to Asia. It seems he may have reached Labrador, Canada. Eighth theory: Portuguese code Fazenda. Portuguese sailor João Vaz Correia was given the title discoverer of the land of codfish in the 1472. Newfoundland is famous for its cod, so he may have reached the Canadian coast. Ninth theory is based on English fisher. English fishermen may have been fishing off the coast of New England earlier than 1485. Explorer Christopher Columbus may have heard of the existence of America from them. Tenth theory is based on Wales Prince. According to Wales legend, Prince Madoc sailed to America in 1170 and 120 members of his crew settled there. There was a theory that one Native American tribal language is partly Welsh. In this way, it is proved that before Christopher Columbus, many people have crossed the Atlantic and reached to America. This video was brought to you by Experienced Tutor YouTube channel.